we have Neil Gour with us, the current clock national record holder with the average of 5.19 seconds. Neil, how do you feel about this?
I feel very happy because it was pure sub 6 average and it was a pretty big improvement from the previous NR, and it's also my first NR.
Okay, and could you explain how a Rubiks clock is solved? Like you have a clock in hand.
Okay, so this is a clock. There are two sides to it. There are 9 clocks on each side. This is assigning to 12 o'clock. So basically we can put pins up and turn dials based on which pins we have up. And so the goal is to get all the clocks to match to 12 by using the pins and dials on both sides. So,
yeah. So how long have you been practicing, and is this always been your main event?
Yeah, clock, like ever since I got my first ever WCA podium, which was in clock, I have been like practicing it and making it my main event. And so I've started practicing clock seriously since August of last year, and I started cubing in February of last year.
Yeah. You improved Sukan's NR by almost 0.6 seconds, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah, it was by almost 0.5 seconds.
0.5 seconds. So, do you think what are the next ways to improve? Do you need a higher TPS, or do you need to learn new methods in clock?
I feel like मेरे clock में one of the sides is actually uneven, and my turning can also be very inconsistent. It's depending on how I'm feeling on the day. So maybe I just need to improve my consistency, and I also need to practice because clock is a pretty simple event.
Pretty simple event, but Stanley Chappell has said that it's one of the hardest events because you can overturn a lot, and each turn on a clock is only like in a circle of 360. It's 360 divided by 12, which is 30 degrees, which is, you need to be quite precise. So do you think turning in clock is quite hard?
Turning in clock is really difficult. Like, it's first of all, it's not a traditional puzzle where you have colors and cubes. But and on top of that, like as Stanley Chappell once said, that the margin of error for DNF is 15 degrees, while on 3x3 the margin of error for +2 is 45 degrees. So it's a really difficult puzzle to turn.
Yeah. So last question I have is WCA has a lot of rules about clock, like the pin order should be perfect and +2s do not exist. So what do you think about should clock be held at more competitions, and there should be a rule of +2s and so on?
I think clock should definitely be held at more competition because it's a very interesting event, and it's pretty fun to spectators also to see something different. And I feel like it is pretty unique and fun to solve once you get into it. And also the regulations for WCA, like they're improving it, and they're improving it in a way where rounds will go faster. So I think that WCA regulations are actually going in a right direction most part. So
yeah. And the current world record of clock is held by Jacob Chambers, who got a 2.77 yesterday and also counting 2.80. So do you think clock is reaching its limit, or there is a lot of potential?
I think there is still a lot of potential. I think clock hardware can still be improved because the Chiyu clock still has some issues. And also obviously people can learn more things, develop more methods. Like for example, 7-SIM is currently getting developed. So yeah, I think it can definitely get much faster.
Yeah. So Neil Gour, see you soon in more competitions. I hope you attend world championships and so on, and take this puzzle to the next level.